Hello, welcome back. This is Ray with Jade Investment. Like I said, I have two types of videos that I do in this channel, which is engine building, how-to videos. I also do real estate videos. And on this one, what I'm going to be talking about is a 20-80, which is 20% and 80%. It's called a 20-80 rule. 20% is logic and 80% is mental. So if you do me a favor, if you don't subscribe yet, go ahead and subscribe to my channels and go ahead and hit that bell button so you'll get alerted when I put new videos up. Again, let's go ahead and get started. This is about, do you want to make $1 million a year? Or do you want to just make $50,000 a year? Whatever your goal is, if you go back to my other video, I'll talk about your target, your storage, your investment, your passive. So in other words, you move those around. Just go back to my other video. I'll go ahead and put a link on this video to it. And if you already know your target, then here it is right here. But let's go ahead and get started up here up here it says an excuse is nothing more than a well-planned lie. An excuse is nothing more than a well-planned lie. Everybody has excuses. So what are you telling yourself? What excuse are you making so you don't move forward? And the other one is, you can make money or excuses, but not both. Everyone has an excuse why I don't read a book, why I'm not learning a certain trade, why am I not taking a chance to see if this business is going to make me money. Everyone has ideas, but everyone also has excuses. So understand, you can't have both. You're either going to make money or you're going to make excuses. I don't buy that rental property because, I don't know, this is not the right time. Well, understand, it is never going to be the right time if that's how you're thinking. Sure, we're looking at right now, this is April 2020. Of course, we're talking about the coronavirus and all this and so on. Of course, they're shutting everything down. This is going to be a good time to buy properties. And some of you might be upset and might look at it that way. But that's how some people think. Some people are looking for an excuse not to do something. Other people are looking for an opportunity to do something. Which one do you want to be? And I'm not saying bad stuff about, I want people to lose their homes or anything. No, that's not what I'm about. What I'm about is looking for the good in something that's happening right now. Yes, it's bad, but I'm looking at the good part. How can we help one another? So this is how I'm helping you, by looking at this, okay? So everyone, no matter if you're rich or poor, broke, middle class, whatever, everyone has 24 hours a day, 168 hours a week, 52 weeks a year. What are you doing? And I put self-management. What are you doing with your time? 24 hours a day, 168 hours a week, 52 weeks in a year. What are you doing with your time? How are you managing your time? Are you reading a book? Are you just sitting down watching television? Are you watching a video like this to help you learn something, to help you grow? Or are you reading, what type of books are you reading? Are you reading novels? Are you reading love stories? Or are you reading, how does money work? How can I make my business better? Or how can I start up a business? Or how can I buy real estate, get into real estate, engine building? You can watch my other videos on engine building. It shows you how to build an engine. You got 24 hours in one day. Of course, you're not going to watch it for 24 hours, but at least you can watch it for 10 hours and you can learn how to build an engine. And one day, you watch all the videos I put up on how to build an engine. You can do it yourself. And guess what? You can sell that motor and then you can get into this logic part here. So here we go. Here's the logic side. It's only 20%. It is simple. Just 20%. It takes nothing. Everyone can do this. Everyone can do this. It's the 80%, which is the mindset. This is where everyone struggles. This is the hardest part, and we'll get to that in a second. So here's the logic part. Let's see if you want to do $50,400 a year. All you need to do is make $4,200 a month. That's it. $4,200 a month to make $50,400 a year. The next one is $8,400 a month will make $100,800 a year. So you're making a little over $100,000, making $8,400 a month. The third one, $12,600 a month will get you $151,200 a year. The next one is $16,800 a month will get you $201,600 a year. And the next one is $21,000 a month, and that'll get you $252,000 a year. So that one right there, if you want to make $250,000 a year, that's the one right there, is $21,000 a month. The next one is $42,000 a month will get you $504,000 a year. So there, again, if you want to make $500,000 in a year, that's what your salary, you want to make that. Then you have to make $42,000 a month. The next one is $63,000 a month will get you $756,000 a year. And the last one is $84,000 a month, and that will get you over $1 million a year, which is $1,008,000. Those are just examples. So now that you know what it takes to make in a year, you look at $4,200 a month, and that makes you $50,000. If you just want this as your extra income, or if you want this to be your sole income, all you need is one Airbnb. One Airbnb will get you that. Like I said before, if you go back and look at my other videos, I have multiple properties. One of my Airbnbs alone, just one Airbnb alone, will make that a month. So then if you think about it, well, I want to make $100,000 a year. Okay then. All you need is 2 Airbnbs, because that's $8,400 a month. That'll get you there. So you might be thinking, well, I want to make $500,000 a year. So then if you look at $5,000 a month for an Airbnb, you look at that, you look at nine properties will get you $45,000 a month. Of course, you do all your expenses and everything else. I'm just giving you examples of what you need to look at. So then you can take any of these figures, any of this for the month, any of this, and you can see what you want to make in a year. So if you think about it, whatever trade it is that you have, whatever skill you have, engine building, sales, car salesman, if you own real estate, if you're a realtor, and you're saying, well, this is the amount of houses that I need to sell in this month, per month, so I can make this in a year. You decide what you want to do. This works for anything. This is the logic part. It works for any type of work out there, any sales, anything you do out there. Whatever it is that you enjoy doing, there you go. Now you know what you have to do. Now let's go to the hardest part, which is the 80%. This is the mindset. This is the most difficult part, and this is where people struggle. They have this down. There's some smartest people out there, very intelligent. They have this down. You can talk to an accountant, an engineer, an attorney, all of them. I mean, they'll tell you, oh yeah, I can do this. They can't do the mindset. Here's the mindset. Belief. What do you believe? What are you saying out loud? What are you thinking? Are you believing the people you hang out with? Maybe you have some friends that tell you, oh no, that's not for us. Maybe you have family members tell you, oh, that's not for us. We can't make $1 million. That's not for us. We're going to have to stay up here at $50,000, but we need to stay in a regular job and not making additional income. What are you listening to? What are you believing? What are you hearing? Okay? So I want you to think about that. What are you listening to? What are you thinking? Future truth. Here's one of the things. Future truth is basically, if you think about it, whatever you're saying to yourself, oh, I can't do this. This is not for me. Well, guess what? That's what it is. It's not for you then. I can't make it. I can't make $1 million. Well, guess what? You're not going to make $1 million because you already believe in it. You're already speaking it out. Future truth means you're going to speak it. You're going to say, yes, I am going to make $1 million. I'm a millionaire. I will make $1 million. There's a teaching out there that people tell you, you need to say a lie to yourself in order for it to become future truth. I don't. You're not lying to yourself. What you're doing is you're speaking it into existence, and I can show you that even God said that at the very beginning. In God's word, if you look right here at Proverbs 18:21, it says, death and life are in the power of the tongue, and those who love it will eat its fruit. In Romans 4:17, God calls those things which do not exist as though they did. So you're calling it into existence. I'll give you a perfect example. This is a true story. When I was in the military, for 3 years. I had this friend, a couple, great people, good people. I mean, we hung out a lot, we barbecued a lot, we did practically a lot of things together. Anyway, and the reason I want to tell you that they're white couples because of what she said. Great people, I'm telling you, we would hang out a lot. Well, this is what she would tell her husband in front of me all the time. She would repeatedly say, I'm going to divorce you and I'm going to marry a Mexican. That's how she said it. I'm going to divorce you, and she'll call out his name, and I'm going to marry a Mexican. She said that over and over and over. I mean, repeatedly, throughout the years. I got out of the military. He got out of the military at the same time. We both did. We still hung out. He was in a different state, of course. He traveled up here. We traveled back and forth. We still communicated. A few years later, I say it took maybe 5 years total time, if that. I would have to go back and look at the time. Well, she kept saying that even though we would hang out. Well, guess what happened? She divorced him and married a Mexican. She did. True story. She did. She divorced him and married what she wanted to marry. Why? Because she had this belief system. She spoke it into the future truth. So see, you need to understand what is coming out of your mouth, because if God said it at the very beginning, then it works. Understand this. There are people out there, of course, they're not Christians. They don't believe in God and so on. These principles work no matter what. Those are the laws that God has put in this earth. They work. So see, she spoke that, and now she's married to someone else. Now, I am not telling you, to go do this, to go walk around and you see another woman's husband and say, I want to marry him. That's going to be my husband. Or you see a woman and a man and you say, I want to marry her. That's my wife now. No, I'm not telling you to do that. I'm telling you to do it in this manner that I want to be a millionaire. I'm going to be a millionaire. You watch. And you can tell your friends. You can tell. In fact, go try this. Go tell one of your friends, I'm going to be a millionaire. And see what happens. See how much doubt or what they speak out loud. And they're probably going to say, no, you're not going to do that. That's not for you. Why not? Why isn't it for me? Well, we'll get to that in a second. Let's go to perspective. What did I do on the perspective part to here? Perspective is I made the big small. I made the big small. So what did I do? I put the 1 million and I put it down to 84,000 a month. And even then, you can still break down the 84,000 a month into weeks, into days, and so on. Same thing here. What did I do to 100,000? Some people might say, well, $100,000 is a lot of money. It really isn't. $100,000 is not a lot of money. So then I broke it down to 8,400 a month. Now you see it, it's only 8,400 a month. That's all I have to do. Yes. I broke it down for you. I made the big small. So I want you to do something for me also. Here's another one. I want you to question everything. And I mean you question everything. If you think about it, all of us were raised the same way. All of us were raised by telling each other that, no, this is not for us. We're broke. We're born broke. It's not for us. In fact, if you want, you can go to the other video that I put down and I explain to you where I came from and where I'm at now. It tells you we're born broke. That's not for us. That's for the rich. This is why. Why is it for the rich? In fact, I'll give you another example on this one. You question everything. And I'll give you an example of this lady. I read it in one of the books that I read. And that's one thing I do is I read a lot of books. So I read this in one of the books and it says, that this lady was cooking. And she was cooking a ham and she cuts both ends. And then she puts it in the oven. Well, she decided one day to ask her mom, Mom, why do I cut the ends off the ham? Why do we do that? And her mom said, well, I don't know. I've always done that. I saw my mom do it, so I always done it. So what she do? They got together with the grandmother. So she decided to ask her grandma, Grandma, why did you cut the ends of the ham in order to cook it? Because mom doesn't tell me. She doesn't know. She just said she just followed you. So grandma, can you tell me? And the grandma said, well, the reason I cut both sides of the ham is because I didn't have a big enough pan to put it in. You see? It made no sense. The whole time she was cooking, it made no sense. She was just doing what she thought was supposed to be done. That's why I said, I want you to question everything. So if somebody tells you, $1 million is not for us, we can't be rich. Why? You question it. Why can't we? Why are we not supposed to? Why not? Ask that. Oh, we don't buy rental properties. Why not? Of course, you want to educate yourself and learn how. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to teach you. I'm going to make videos to show you how to purchase properties. So question everything. Question it. And then challenge your thinking. I want you to challenge your thinking. What are you thinking? What are you thinking to yourself? And it comes back to, what are you saying? What are your beliefs? What are you thinking? What are you thinking about throughout the day? Okay, you got 24 hours a day, 168 hours a week, 52 weeks a year. What are you thinking? What are you doing? And then face the truth is one of the hardest ones. Face the truth. So I want you to go and try this. And you might even say, man, this is funny. Go to the mirror. Look at yourself in the mirror. And tell yourself, I'm here on this earth. I was born here to do good. I was born here to be wealthy. I will make it. You will make it. Point at yourself and tell yourself, you will make it. You will make $1 million in a year. You will be successful. Tell yourself that. The more you tell yourself that, which here's the belief, it'll become future truth. Which, of course, we go back to here. God said it. Of course, a lot of people won't go around there telling you, hey, God said it. They just tell you this is the laws, which is the principles. It still works the same way. So I want you to do this. Face the truth. Are you negative? Are you speaking negative? What's coming out of your mouth? What's coming out of your mouth is what you are going to believe about yourself. Nobody can change this but yourself. You can only do it yourself. No one else is going to do it for you. It's nobody else's fault but yourself. So think about it. How much money do I want to make? You can even put $10 million down here and break it down. I just didn't have enough board or else I would have. So go back and see. Like I said, go back to one of my videos. I'll put the link to it and put your target, your storage, your investment, your passive income, and so on. I'll break it down for you as well. So go back and see what goal you want and put that figure in there and then start working. Start figuring out, what do I need to do to make it successful? What are you good at? What do you enjoy doing? That's where you make it. What do you enjoy doing? Or you can learn a new trade. You can learn how to do real estate. You can do how to stocks, whatever else you want to do. But just remember, you can make money or excuses, but you can't make both. So again, we're back here. Your mindset. This is the hardest part. This is where everyone struggles at. If you can change this, this is simple. This is just math. That's all it is. We broke it down. I just broke it down for you right here. All I need is 2 Airbnb properties to make $100,000 a year. That's it. That's it. So look at that. Just think about it. I hope this video did help you out. I hope you got something out of it. I'll move to the side and hopefully you can take a picture or whatever you need to do, write notes down. But this is the very most important part right here is I want you to look at that. Look at yourself and see what you're thinking about. And there's stats out there, now think about it. There are stats out there that say your income is of the 5 people you hang out with. Who are you hanging out with? I have friends, multimillionaires. I have friends that are millionaires. And yes, I hang out with them. Understand something also. A billionaire will not hang out with a millionaire. And the reason why There's a huge gap. It's not the money gap. It's the education, the experience, the knowledge, everything's there. It's a huge gap. A millionaire will not hang out with somebody that makes $50,000, $100,000 a year, even $500,000. They won't. Reason why is a lot of these people are negative. They don't understand this part, and they won't hang out with that. So if you're hanging out with whatever 5 friends that you have, and they are talking negative, there's just doubt, negative, and those, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. You need to cut it off. I'm sorry, but that is the truth. You have to cut it off. Or limit, filter it. Limit the exposure you're with them, and start hanging out with people that understand the 20-80%. If I have some family members and friends that are like that, I limit my exposure to them. I filter it. And whenever they speak it, I question everything. If they're speaking something negative, I question it right then and there because I don't want it coming out of my mouth. You want to be negative? I don't want to hear it. So understand that. Who are you hanging out with? Because this has a lot to do with it. Okay? 80% has a lot to do with it. Your mindset. It is so powerful. Because the minute you speak it, trust me, you're going to see a huge result in your life. And when you start doing it, let me know. Comment. You can let me know. Yes. If I want to hear from you a year from now, hey man, that video was great. I started doing that. I started doing these principles. Guess what? I'm making $1 million this year. Great. I want to hear it. I do. So comment below and let me know when that happens. Okay? Again, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any future videos. I will be doing a video in a few days how to analyze a property. We will go step to step, and I'll show you that you can even put it on a napkin and you can analyze it while you and your wife or husband are out eating at a restaurant. You can analyze it and it'll be simple. I'm going to break it down for you. So again, subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and hit that bell so you'll get alerted with the future videos. Again, thanks a lot.